God's promises for husbands. Any male can be a father, but it takes a man to be a dad. Husbands and fathers have a very special place in the family. We have unique abilities and responsibilities, and we receive very special rewards for fulfilling those duties and trusts. Manhood has been under attack for many years now. There has been an epidemic of men abandoning their families and their responsibilities. And sometimes they have been driven out from their own homes, forced to accept the decisions of unsaved judges and courts, leaving their children fatherless. However, social and legal decisions do not and cannot alter the truth of God's Word. I want to share with you some of God's promises for husbands and fathers. Deuteronomy 6, verses 6 through 9. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children. And you shall talk of them when you sit in your own house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be as frontlet between your eyes. And you shall write them upon the posts of your house and on your gates. Deuteronomy 6, verses 6 through 9. Colossians 3:21 says, Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. Colossians 3:21. Colossians 3:19 says, Husbands, love your wives, and be not bitter against them. Colossians 3:19. 1 Corinthians 7, verses 3 and 4, says, Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto her husband. The wife has not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise, the husband has not power of his own body, but the wife. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 3 and 4. Psalms 128, verses 3 and 4, it promises that the wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of your house. Your children shall be like olive plants round about your table. Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that loves the Lord. Psalms 128, verses 3 and 4. In 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8, But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. 1 Timothy 5:8. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9, Live joyfully with the wife that you love all the days of the life of your vanity, which he has given thee under the sun, all the days of your vanity. For that is your portion in this life, and in your labor, which you take under the sun. Ecclesiastes 9:9. 1 Corinthians 11:3, But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3. Proverbs chapter 5, verses 18 and 19, Let your fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of your youth. Let her be as the loving hind in pleasant roe. Let her breasts satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Proverbs 5:18 and 19. Over in Genesis 18, verse 19, for I know him that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him. Genesis 18 and 19. 1 Peter 3, verses 7 and 8, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another, love as brethren, be pitiful, loving, be courteous. 1 Peter 3, verses 7 and 8. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 to 33. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it by the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loves his wife loves himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourished and cherished it, even as the Lord the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and the two shall be one flesh. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. Ephesians 5:25 to 33. Psalms 127, verses 3, 4, and 5 says, the children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that has his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. Psalms 127, verses 3, 4, and 5. Proverbs 17, verse 6 promises children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. Proverbs 17, 6. Proverbs 13, 22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Proverbs 13, 22. Psalms 103:13 says, like as a father loves his children, so the Lord loves them that love him. Psalms 103:13. Proverbs 15:20 says, a wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish man despises his mother. Proverbs 15:20. Proverbs 23:24, the father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begets a wise child has joy in him. Proverbs 23:24. Any male can be a father, but it takes a man to be a dad. Husbands and fathers have a very special place in the family. We have unique abilities and responsibilities, and we receive very special rewards for fulfilling those duties and trusts. The Lord created and instituted marriage and family, and He gave each family member unique duties, privileges, and responsibilities. Some of these areas will overlap, but there are some that can best be fulfilled only by those that the Lord has assigned to those roles. The family is the foundation of society and of our nations, and men, husbands, and fathers are vital to the success of the family. I'm Pastor Steve, and our church is La Viña de Gracia in La Calera, Colombia. We invite you to join us in our services if you can, and encourage you to bring your entire family. Come and receive all that the Lord has for you. So until next time, may the Lord richly bless you, prosper you, and keep you safe as you follow hard after Him. And we'll see you next time. God bless.